Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Anime Club. I'm Knick-Knack. With me is the great Lord Vorn.
Hello!
Realm Shifter.
Come along with me. I don't know, I was trying to do the
And you'll be in a world of your imagination.
That was not where I was trying to segue to this. I was trying to do a really poorly renditioned version of the show that we watched this week.
Hang on. What?
That's the old file, isn't it?
Huh? Huh?
We have to redo it.
No, she has the monthly reads open. The recording's still going.
I'm an idiot.
Oops.
Yes.
Oopsie.
Yes, you are.
Hey! You don't get to say that.
It's okay, we all do a little fucky wookie every once in a little while.
Alright.
And then there's Sagi.
The true goddess of the channel.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
In sickness or in health.
So, I'm finally fucking free. We watched Carnival Phantasm, finally.
Yippee!
It's been a 4-year project now.
Yippee! Well, no, you've got plenty of other stuff to show us.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the other gag series? What about Prisma? What about the movies? What about the other series?
Coming, except maybe Prisma. I plead the fifth on that one.
He doesn't like Prisma, apparently.
I love Prisma. Just not the early seasons.
So he doesn't like Prisma, apparently.
Wasn't season 1 okay?
Season 1's okay. Season 2 or 3 might get me sent to prison and put me on an FBI watch list.
We don't have to watch season 2 or 3.
But season 4 is genuinely a masterpiece, and the movies are really good.
Well, then we have to watch season 2 and 3.
See my conundrum?
I don't know. I feel like you should just suck it and accept the fact that you're going to go to prison.
I'm going to jail!
Jail for 1,000 years.
It's that new song that's come out recently, the Lollygod Requiem song.
That's not recent. It's just gone popular recently.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's been out for a little over a month now at this point.
Year, I think.
No, it hasn't been that long. Because I looked at the video recently from the actual VTuber who uploaded it.
Degenerates, the both of you.
I don't know why the fuck you're saying that when you also watch VTubers.
Hosho
Kettle. Knick-Knack.
Marine's Treasure Box song lives rent-free in my head.
Pot Kettle.
That's you.
Yes, that's me.
So I guess we should probably go around in the order here.
Well, this is your show, Knick-Knack, so why don't you start us out?
I feel like I'm defining a trend. I'm going to be defining the trend here. Is there any other ranking I could possibly give this other than an uwu? This show is like what happens when you arrive at the office high and decide to put pen to paper. I fucking love it.
This was not within my calculations. Born.
This is actually ooh. Yeah, I like this too much approved.
This was within my calculations. Realm.
Well, considering that Knick-Knack wants to give this a different tier than Uwu tier, but can't give it anything else, I'm gonna give this my own special rating of Mega Uwu tier.
This was not within my calculations. I'm on board with Vorn here. I really thought we'd all be getting this approvals and this would be in the ranking for top of the season.
Okay.
This is God tier.
This is not even like a hesitant uwu for me, so I'm actually willing to sit here and listen to like the weirdest debate we'll ever have, the approved versus uwu debate.
Here's my thing. This is God tier, right? And this is not uwu in my opinion, right? And do you know why it's not uwu in my opinion?
Why?
Because it's good.
It is genuinely
good.
good. It is genuinely good. I found my ass laughing at this show nonstop almost every episode.
There's an element of uwu, at least in the way that I define it and rank it, is I rank something as uwu if I cannot say that I approve it wholeheartedly, right? Like, because if I can approve it, I can approve it. But if I love it, but there's just something about it that makes it that I just cannot wholeheartedly approve within my soul. This is an approval. I approve of this in my soul.
Okay, I kind of see what you're saying here. And
Like, it's not raunchy, like too raunchy.
I think I will go with an approved then, actually, because if I sit here and think about it, it's a comedy. If I when every comedy, if Konosuba, I find Konosuba fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm gonna give it an ooh woo when it's a genuinely great anime? No, I'm gonna give it an approved.
Nah.
I understand your reasoning. I don't agree with the end conclusion about Konosuba, but I'm going to take it for another approved.
Wait a
Realm,
minute, we
can
gave it an
change?
A rating in our last thing. Don't you give me that.
Well, ultimately, yes. So instead of a mega uwu, this is also getting an approved for me, because yes, I was fucking dying most of this fucking series.
Yes, this will be in the running for best of season.
It probably will be.
Honestly, so far,
May God help our soul.
well, it's certainly not going to be fighting Aki-Kon. You know, it really says something about the quality of Aki-Kon that it makes even Realm speechless. But yeah, no, this is absolute fucking approval on my part. This was glorious.
I think what makes this show fun is how down the shows that it crosses over actually are. How much of a downer a lot of those shows end up being. It's like you get here and it's like, wait, what the fuck? This is not the same show.
No, it's really not. And then this is like, I don't know about the rest of the shows, but this is like the only time you're ever really gonna get like an Arcuade, like actually like with Shiki and everything.
So much Arcuade.
So much Arcuade.
You missed it, but we did watch a Tsukihime anime.
Yeah,
on the
we
channel.
did watch
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
did.
we-
Okay.
We watched Tsukihime.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we did get Arcuade.
This is the
Okay.
better showcase of their characterizations,
Ironically.
but yeah.
That's ironic that this ends up being a better characterization for them than the actual anime that they had.
I don't know. I felt like this was a pretty good showcase of a lot of characters. Because I think sometimes if you do a comedy bit really well, you can really communicate the way that a character behaves.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes in a way that's harder when you're dealing with like plot,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because you're having to write around the plot. Whereas here, you're just writing the characters, you know? I've never in my soul understood so much what Herc felt like.
I love it. Herc really likes dogs.
Yeah.
Herc really likes dogs.
I've also never in my life been so jealous of Medea before.
That's a life goal right there.
Hashtag most supportive husband Soichiro.
You see why I
Hashtag does support your depression pit.
you see why I gassed up their relationship during the Medea reacts now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hashtag best husbando.
I think my favorite bit in this, or at least one of them, was the fact that Arturia, she just pulled off her thing and she turns into Dark Turia.
And suddenly just makes Gilgamesh her fucking bitch.
Yes.
Speaking of fucking Gilgamesh gets owned in this anime more than he's ever owned in the entirety of Fate.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I did like the joke near the end of the playlist you made for us where they were talking about how Koha Ace was finally getting an adaptation, except they didn't have enough money and fuck Nasu.
I love that bit. Because this came out like upwards of 10 years ago. The Tsukihime remake they reference in that bit came out last year.
Yeah, because they mentioned Tsukuhime was getting a remake. And I was like, did this come out recently? No, it did not.
That animation style tells otherwise.
Yeah. Which, by the way, speaking of release dates and technicalities, this came out, but these episodes all came out between 2011 and 2012.
Technically, we watched 4 seasons of this shit.
Yeah, because we watched all of the episodes plus the specials and the EX episode. Because there's 2 specials, an EX episode, and the Fate prototype. trailer.
Yeah.
Which Fate prototype series when, Nasu? You're slacking. Do
Never.
better.
Did you see how long ago that came out?
Fuck you. Do better. Or like, and like some of the specials were really good. But anyway, so they came out during that time. The runtime of all of these is about 8 to 20 minutes, but I think they averaged around 14
Yeah.
for most of them. And then it's done by Studio Lurche? Lurche? I
Something.
don't know if that's a sh or a ch. Either way, it is it does have a parent studio, which is Studio Hibari. But Lurche has done a couple other things. They did Danganronpa, the animation, in 2013. They did Ass Class. What?
Ass Class.
Yeah, Assassination Classroom.
Yeah.
Ass Class. Monster Musume. Ass Class second season. Danganronpa, more. Classroom of the Elite, which we've seen. Let's see. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Classroom of the Elite season 2 and season 3. Gonna be done by them. Yeah. And then in terms of OBAs, they did Carnival Phantasm and Fate Prototype. They've also done Fate Grand Carnival, which we have not seen yet.
No.
But hopefully we will.
It's in the hat now.
You gotta put it in though. Anyways, but that's who did this. So the specials, one of them is Ilia's Castle, which was a playthrough of Fate Hollow Ataraxia, which, by the way, that was fucking hilarious. That was my favorite special. The other special was the Hibi Chica. And then the EX episode was EX Season, which was Karen Hortensia trying to control the world. Mm-hmm. And Phantasmoon got the film adaptation. And then there was also the Fate Prototype trailer that involved the original Fate Stay Night novel, right? That's what Fate Prototype is? It's like the original...
It was the original concept fleshed out.
Yeah. So we get Proto Arthur, Proto Ku, and Proto Gil we see.
Yes.
In that. And I need more of all three of them.
Yes.
So I gotta ask here, which is the canon route of the Badump Date Super Plan? Ooh. The date everyone or date just the main heroine?
I don't know. I kind of liked his plan where he was like, I will, through a pre-made tunnel, I will go back and forth. Like, here's the thing. I kind of respect the grift, you know what I mean?
The ultra grift.
Like, this man had a schedule so planned out. Like, goddamn, that was down to the second.
Literally.
On that whiteboard. You know what it reminded me of?
Huh.
You know what it reminded me of when they all turned on them? Right at the end, It was like in that Persona thing you showed me.
Oh yeah,
where all of the girls realize he's dating all of them on Valentine's Day or whatever, and confront him.
And then they confront him, and then they beat his ass.
Yes,
that is one of my favorite. That specific version is one of my favorite skits because it just takes the piss out of like the harem-y elements of both series.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because, like, I'm not here for the harem, but it was really funny to see them making these convoluted plans that were doomed to failure.
Yes.
And then reaping the downfall of said failure.
Exactly, yeah.
I did like the Grand Prix episode. And here's the thing. I like... the Berserker. No. It's all about Saber's car.
No.
Popping the coins in at the speed of light.
Lancer.
No. Assassin. Bringing the whole ass temple with him.
We're taking this temple on the road. On the road again.
I love that he had like this entire romantic monologue.
Well, and like, here's the thing, right? Maybe this is just me, and maybe this is kind of like the era of American cartoons I grew up in, but I remember Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf, which is a Halloween-themed road race. And also Tom and Jerry and like the Amazing Road Race or whatever, which is also a multi-continental road race episode. So like I remember growing up with these cartoons of like ridiculous road races. So for me, the Grand Prix one was like beautiful.
Wow, French kiss.
I want my
or
money
chef's
back.
kiss.
Yeah, chef's kiss. I fucking loved it. Also shout out to like the ongoing skits, like because there's Pretty Guardian Phantasmoon.
Yeah, that was mostly within the first season section. Like brought it back for the EX.
Yeah. And then there was the This is completely within my calculations.
Yes, there was that thing that lasted all four episodes.
I was gonna say the line in Japanese and I forgot it.
Yeah.
In Japanese, I only remember the
after
You
school
know,
back alley
yeah.
alliance.
It was ironic as well, though, and I don't know if this was done intentionally or not, but I was really sick of it by the fourth episode, and that was when they decided to actually completely end the skit.
Oh yeah. I will say I think it was good that they did end that particular skit.
Yeah, I was glad because like that one and Phantasm Moon both kind of ended there for until the EX episode.
They needed to too because
Yeah.
it was getting repetitive.
Yeah, I'm glad they
Yeah.
didn't stick to that formula and like really dig at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say my second favorite episode was the okonomiyaki? Because I too would go swimming in a bikini in the North Sea to find the most tender and delicious squid. You know I would.
I was terrified when Archway found Beastman and made him squeal like a little piggy.
I loved that. Honestly, 10 out of 10. She is beauty, she is grace. This is the cooking anime we all want. Just Arquaid fucking
Oh yeah,
out there.
Oh yeah, that's right. There isn't there a fate themed cooking show?
There is today's
is.
menu with the Emiya family.
Yeah.
That should also be in the hat, right?
It is also in the hat. Yeah.
I think I put it in there. I don't remember.
It is
I
in the
think
hat.
It was me.
No, it was Nick Nack.
Okay.
Yeah. So you had actually previously, before I saw this, shown me clips from Berserker's first errand.
Yes.
Yeah, because, you know, my Ku baby. Which, by the way, God bless the fact that Ku is in almost every episode. Also, I don't know how closely you two watch the OP and ED. By the way, fantastic OPs and EDs. But in the Koha Ace episode, the Koha Ace characters are running,
Yes.
and they're having a conversation over the sound of the ED because they were like, it's time for us to run. And they were like, why do we have to run? And they were like, all the good EDs have running characters across the screen. And then they're having this whole conversation as they run, and the ED is just playing in the background. And then also, Nick Nack pointed out to me, I had to pause it a few times to get it, but in the OP, when they're all doing the little dance bit,
Yeah.
if you look, Assassin is a cutout. And he's not moving. He is a fucking cardboard standee. I did not believe that.
She had to
Until
pause
he
it and
pointed
like
it out.
catch the millisecond because I caught it. This is like my fourth or fifth time watching this. I only caught it this most recent time.
Yeah, and then also at the very end when we're just on Assassin, did you notice that his hobo camp gets more elaborate with every frame?
It does.
Like he goes from just sitting there to being sitting there with a tent and like a fucking oil barrel fire.
Yes.
I'm here for hobo Assassin.
Hobo Assassin.
Were you guys keeping up with the Taiga Dojo next
Yes.
episode?
Oh my god.
The Taiga Dojo was glorious. I like the one where she ran out of money.
I love that they flashed the actual fucking budget for
I know.
the section.
Let's see. And then obviously I really loved the skit with, you know, Best Husband Soichiro. The game show. The game show.
That was the very first
Oh,
like full
yes.
skit.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it happened again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that one. The game show was glorious.
Game show.
Especially poor Lancer being in the barrel for the swords.
Yes.
And the second time round, him just being like, I will not die.
I will not.
Like, is prepared for the eventuality.
Oh my goodness.
Also, I don't know if you two noticed, but in the Best Husband Soichiro segment, she's got figures of every single version of Artoria.
Oh, I noticed.
Yeah.
I love it.
And all of Artoria's outfits.
Yeah.
I loved the Lancer episode, like where you just go through all of his.
I felt so bad for him. I love him so
I love
much.
the only episode that he didn't explicitly appear in, which was the second episode with the volleyball scene. It turns out he was there the entire time.
Yeah.
He got fucking murked in the rocket.
Yeah. God. Also, the school episode was funny, where Arquaid and Ilya were like turning on one another. No, Arquaid and what's the name of the other one?
CL?
Yes, that one.
Sia.
We're like turning on each other. Yeah.
I actually had a lot of fun because this one was pretty early in the show. It was the I think it was like the first or second episode. It was the volleyball battle.
Second episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
With what is it, Shiki and his harem. Everyone just fucking volleyballing their asses out. And then it was only Archwade and like Shiki's sister or whatever.
Akiha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Akiha standing at the end of it.
I think because I was watching the first 2 episodes with Seki, and we finished that episode, and Seki was like, "My brain can't take it."
I'm gonna be honest. I will say one episode broke me.
Which one was that?
Lolly Reversion.
Oh,
Oh god, actually, that's my least favorite episode of the bunch.
Oh,
No,
no.
it was definitely my least favorite. But what the fuck?
Actually, Knick-Knack, Realm. Do you remember what I did to you that's in the anime?
Karen slapping Lancer with the stack of money.
Yes.
Oh.
And I love that, like she slaps someone, like, that awakens something in me.
I will tell you, it is fun to do that.
That's fair. The fucking in the Koha Ace bit, the part where they confessed that the whole scheme was to get Nero Claudius animated before Artoria. That was fucking hilarious. Also, poor Ryder gets like very little screen time in this.
Yeah.
She
overall.
had the entire like little Sakura soap opera.
Yeah,
movie.
she had one episode, but you know.
And she also had the great race, the Shinji call home.
Yeah, I will say Gilgamesh just like, oh my god, fucking when Gilgamesh shows up to the cafe and Artoria's working,
Yeah.
and he's just like, I will take you for takeout. And she's like, all right, you're gonna die today, King of Kings. Like you're just gonna die today. It's that simple. You're just gonna die today.
Yeah, you're just gonna die today. And then I like how at the end of that little segment right there, when Arturia goes home, she's still Dark Turia as she's heading home. But as soon as she sees Shinji, she just turns back into fucking regular
Regular
Arturia.
Toria.
It's fucking hilarious. And then I like in the Sakura soap opera section, I like the part where Sakura just casually drops, "You got more votes than me," in the
Yeah.
So Sakura wasn't that popular of a character until I think it was Fate Zero or Heaven's Feel came out. So like,
Yeah.
for a while, she was like the bottom rated female character in the Stay Night visual novel.
Right.
So Berserker's first errand. Just
Oh,
watching Herc
God.
body all the servants was fucking hilarious.
Yep.
Poor Ku. I love the part where fucking he shows up and Emmy is there and Emmy is like, "What are you doing?" And Ku's like, "I don't know, man. I have no explanation. He was just trying to do some fishing. He was in his fishing outfit and everything.
He
It's like
really-
Guy Fieri,
He really was.
you know?
Guy
Blue shorts and a... Well, I couldn't tell if it was a Hawaiian print or a flame print, but I'm going with flame print and calling it Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
He is like, "Let me take you to Flavor Town."
Yeah. Let me take you to Fishing Town.
My favorite part is when Hurt like uses Ku as a weapon, and
Yeah.
Emmy is like, "What is this unknown noble phantasm?"
And then it flips to a screen where it was like Lancer's card is rewritten now, and then it was Lancer defined as a noble phantasm,
Yeah.
like being thrown. Also, can I say, at the ending bit in the Koha Ace episode where they're all running, I assume you two didn't catch that super closely, but it's not just the main characters running. It's like every single servant in Koha Ace, because I even saw Iskandar running
Oh man.
with
Yeah,
them.
they're all at the very end. A bunch of them. run by.
Yeah.
So at the original series ending, like when they're in the little wrap up party, there is a lot of random extra characters from Across Type Moon there. I assume you at least caught.
I caught a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, even in the opening and like the main characters for like the overall like whole 16 episodes, there were a lot of characters that I knew.
And not all of which actually show up much here.
Yeah.
Seki trying to take her eye out with that sword right now.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah, no, this was glorious. I will say the cat cafe was maybe my least favorite part.
There's kind of there and like, and they just say nonsense before getting
Yeah.
into the.
But it's so short, it didn't really
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really care. And I will say, I do even have a favorite cat. The one who's absolutely obsessed with Phantasmoon.
Oh my god.
That cat is fucking hilarious.
I think, like, my most favorite part of the Cat Cafe was when they just, like, slammed a shit ton of cash down
Oh.
to say, like, "You will not remember this."
Do not investigate Lancer's death. No murder has been committed
I
here.
can't be bought out.
Money makes the world go round. Pretty sure he said that, too. Fucking glorious.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, like, we got the date plan, like, way back on, like, in the early episodes, and then, well, the way that the playlist was laid out, we didn't get the answer to it till, like,
That's
near
original
the
thing.
end.
And that was, there was a huge delay in the release of that because they had actually spent that time animating both of them while people were voting. That was a real life voting thing that happened.
I love that.
They actively gave a listed like place to go vote if you were watching it on
Yeah.
release.
Okay. Nice. Fucking nice. I mean, I will say, there is no plot here.
No, absolutely.
What are you
not.
talking about? Episode 11 with Lancer.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That was the plot. This whole series was just about Lancer.
Which
Lancer
implies
was the
technically that we were watching the series in mostly reverse canonical order.
That is true, yeah.
Lancer was the protagonist of this series.
I mean, he was. He really was, of course.
It was a classical Greek tragedy.
It really fucking was. The likes of which Oedipus could not even hope to match.
Oh, you know a bit that I love, even though they only do it like 3 times towards the end? Seihai-kun, the Grail-kun.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that one.
Grail couldn't.
Shinji's being mean to me. Thunk.
Yeah.
They don't see me as a hero. Thunk, and everyone gives him like this horrified reaction. And then, what was it? Kirei was like, I don't like Lancer. Thunk. And he actually takes the knife.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Totally worth it.
Yep.
A nice comedic break.
Yep.
So, I feel like we can go 2 ways here. We should do a favorite skit or episode and waifu wars. So let's do favorite skit or episode. We'll start with Vord.
Favorite skit.
Or episode, if you'd rather give an episode.
No, it has to be the money slapping. That nor what. That's always fun to me. These two haven't felt it.
This is as I had expected.
These were within my expectations.
Yeah. Knick-knack?
Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go with the Grand Prix. That one is like to me Carnival Phantasm in a nutshell, right there.
That's
Okay.
a close second.
This was within my calculations. Realm?
I'm definitely gonna have to say the Berserker Go Shopping episode.
Berserker's first errand?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I'm gonna have to go with Grand Prix as well. For like an overall episode, but for a skit, it's definitely Best Husband Soichiro. Like, truly. Love that. But that means we get into Waifu Wars. Waifu Wars. Waifu Wars. Knick-knack.
I'm gonna go with Housewife Medea. She just gives me energy, I swear to God.
Realm.
I'm also going with Knick-knack here on this one. That's great.
Vorn.
I have to be different. Lancer.
Lancer!
Dashinde!
Lancer.
We have a tie.
Lancer stands.
2 votes for Lancer, 2 votes for Housewife Medea. Both
Okay, but we know who
solid
survives
choices.
that encounter.
Shut the fuck up. Both solid choices. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yep. So does anyone have anything else they want to say before we maybe try to think of some recommendations?
I mean, I have this entire ass rant about how they made a fucking trailer for an anime light novel, visual novel, I don't care, that doesn't exist. And then instead of making the actual thing afterwards, they would go on to write a light novel prequel to a trailer to an anime that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm with you on this one. I really wanted that to be made into an anime.
And they structured that trailer, and it looks exactly like some of the same imagery that they would later use for like the Heaven's Feel trailers or some of the Next Time trailers on Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah, I really wanted a prototype anime after I saw this. I was really hoping for it. I asked you in the car if there was a prototype.
No.
And you were like, no, and I was like, God damn.
Everyone wants a fake prototype anime, but they'll never get
so
it.
good. Like I've met almost all of the prototype servants, right? If not all of them.
You've met most of them, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm only missing like 1 or 2.
Of the known ones, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, the prototype servants are so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're all, like, prototype versions of themselves, you know?
Right.
Like, Proto-Arthur, Proto-Gil, Proto-Ku.
I've seen an argument being made that it's not necessary. It's not like the idea was going to be that crazy different, but then they went out of their way to flesh it out, write a prequel, make a trailer for it.
Homie, does Nasu do anything on necessity? Nothing is necessary.
Actually, yes. He actually purposely avoids writing stories with Saber as the main character because he feels her story's already told and continuing that's unnecessary.
Well, this isn't Saber was the main character.
No, it's not. That's not the same thing here. I'm not. That's not
Ergo,
for this.
it is necessary
I don't
to
think
tell the story of another Saber.
narratively, I see why telling this story isn't necessary. Except they made it necessary by putting out so much promo material for something that doesn't yet exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
also, Fate is not... The Nasuverse and Fate is not exactly the model of moderation and minimalism.
No.
Right.
Give me my proto. Now.
Nasu, you gave us blue balls. You have to deliver now.
Exactly. Like, fix this, or I will send Housewife Medea after you and tell her that you broke her favorite statue.
No, just tell him that he stole her husband.
Yeah, that as well.
Anything. I need a proto. I need a fucking prototype.
So, anyone got recommendations?
Sakamoto desu ka?
Yeah. Konosuba also works.
Yeah.
What's the one we watched last season?
Psyche
K.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I would go out on a recommendation here. Magical Girl Ore.
Absolutely. Rock Lee Seishin no Full Power Death Naruto Gaiden.
That was within my calculations.
Well, because it's a chibi skit series centered around Rock Lee in Naruto universe.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. It is the perfect recommendation for this show.
Isekai Quartet.
Oh, solid choice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to watch all 4 before you really can do that. Same with this, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we've watched the first 4. We could watch Isekai Quartet season 1.
Oh yeah, we've
Yeah.
already set up to watch.
Yeah, we just can't watch season 2 yet because we haven't seen Rising of the Shield Hero. Is that what we're missing?
Yeah, I think that's the only one we're missing
Yeah,
at
for
this
season
point.
2. Yeah. But yeah.
Yep.
Man, you know what this makes me want to do though?
Huh.
Now I actually want to put in Rock Lee Seishin no Full Power Death.
Since I'm the Fate person, I'll point you to the entries real quickly that you could watch if you want more Fate comedy that does some
Grand
similar
Carnival.
things. There's the obvious Grand Carnival. There's another sort of Carnival Phantasm take for Prisma Ilia called Prisma Phantasm. That one's fucking weird.
And this wasn't.
There's the Emiya Gohan series is like a more wholesome version of this.
Today's menu for the Emiya family?
That's it. That's what I was talking about.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
And then, of course, there's Fujimaru Ritsuka Doesn't Get It. Which you've seen an episode
I've
of that
seen
now.
an episode of this and it would be very funny. Yeah.
So that's where I recommend. That's where I'm gonna push you to if you want more like Fate comedy sketches.
Yeah. There's a lot of good gag
Yeah.
series. Oh, Torigakari ni 1 point advice. Which is not an anime, but it is a manga.
Yeah.
It's very funny. Goku Shufudo. Yeah. Way of the House Husband. For
Yeah.
those not aware of the Japanese title for it.
I have seen Way of the House Husband, actually, if I remember
We watched it
correctly.
for the channel last season.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't here for that.
Oh, well, I think I might have just watched it on my own at some point.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We should go back and see if he has any opinions on the stuff that he's watched but wasn't here for. Yeah. Something to do later.
Yeah.
Ooh, great teacher.
Great teacher Onizuka. Also, Goku-sen.
No, we can come up with shows like
Yeah,
for
we're
a
gonna
long
we're
time.
gonna keep just naming comedy shows for hours at this point if we keep
Yeah.
going. So we
Yeah.
should probably
Yeah. Probably.
move on.
Move on.
To the hat.
Well, let me restarted my computer, so I got to get shit back open.
Because this is our full odds rando, right?
Is it?
Full odds, Rand.
What got full? You're giving Vorn a squint.
The hero is overly cautious but overpowered.
Yes.
Actually, I think that does play into Isekai
It's-
Quartet Season 2 as well.
It's Cautious Hero. We're going to be watching
The Cautious
Hero. And it was Vorn's, which is why I was giving him a look.
Now we're only one anime away from being able to watch Season 2 of Isekai Quartet as well as Season 1.
We still need to watch season 1 though to begin with. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, do we have that in the hat?
Isekai
Yeah,
Quartet?
Isekai Quartet's in the hat.
Okay.
They made
Yeah.
an Isekai Quartet movie, I think.
Yeah, I think they did. But, so we will be watching Cautious Hero, which I believe is... Let me just...
I think I got like partially through this anime, but I didn't finish it because I think it was still airing when I started
Okay.
watching it.
So the name is Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious.
Light novel title.
Yes.
Yep.
So, kono yusha ga ore tsue kusei ni shinchou sugiru.
Mm-hmm.
Written by the same author that did Konosuba, if I'm not wrong.
Is it?
I think so. The art style looks very similar.
Who did what?
Konosuba?
So, like, I don't...
I might be wrong there.
Oh, yeah, very much no.
Oh,
Okay.
I was going to say, because the Cautious Hero author doesn't even have a Wikipedia page.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Their name is Light T.H.E.
I mean, could be a pen name, but
Yeah.
Nah, I think I'm wrong.
but
Yeah. So, well, at least as far as I'm aware, it's not...
yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same person. So we will be watching the first 12 episodes. However, it might be listed as 13 because there's a 9.5 recap episode.
Because I think they probably took like a break or something, or maybe it's just.
Oh, this author did write Full Dive.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so they wrote Full Dive as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
But yeah, do we need to watch a trailer? Really? Because I've actually already seen this anime.
Yeah, I've at least already seen part of it.
I've seen a lot about it. Like, this is not one that I'm completely blind to.
Okay, so I don't think we need to watch a trailer per se, do we?
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm expecting to find this at least entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going in here.
And we're one step closer to being able to watch all of Isekai Quartet, as we've already said.
Exactly.
Yep. All right, well, we'll be back after having watched Cautious Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try harder, everyone.
No, thank you.
Nah.
路地裏同盟